Good morning, fellow YouTubers. It's 7:16 a.m. in the morning, this Sunday morning. What date is it? The 18th. The 18th of May 2025, and I'm just off out for another adventure with Bay in the back there. We're going back to HARWOOD Forest, and I'm going to do a bit of a walk that I've had earmarked for quite a while, just to try and find out if a track goes along towards like a little stream that you cross over by a wooden bridge. And obviously I can let him off the leader in HARWOOD Forest and he can run free and get his exercise that he needs. So I forgot to do my introductory video when I first left the house, like I normally do. My mind's all over the shop a minute, what I'm doing, where I'm going. But I'm on the Felling bypass now, going towards Bensham Bank, and then get down onto the A1, go down along past the Metro Centre. So I'm just passing a big block of flats there, the green, lime green or pale green. Right. So without further ado, I'll get on with my journey and get onto the A1 and go along towards the Metro Centre. Then take left on the A696 to go towards Newcastle Airport, and then BELSAY. Right. Okay. It's 7:43 a.m. in the morning, this Sunday morning, the 18th of May 2025. I've just reached the village of BELSAY on the A696. So as you can see up ahead, there's a bend round the right where that car's just gone turned there now. So I'm going to go round that right hand bend and drive about 1,000 yards. Then the road naturally bends round the left to continue on the A696. But I'll be going straight over towards BOLAM Lake. That's the junction that you go straight over. Then eventually you come to like a Y junction in the road, and I'm going to be keeping left, going round the left naturally, to go to the west car park and then head over towards HARWOOD Forest from there. So I just wanted to stop and show you where I am at BELSAY village on the A696. So you've got to slow down, go through the little tiny village there at 30 miles an hour, and like I say, drive 1,000 yards. Then the road bends to the left, but I'll be going basically like straight over. There's a turn off to the right as well, but you go straight over. Right, so bye for now. Okay, I've drove through BELSAY, and instead of continuing along the road, the A696 around the left bend, you sort of like go straight over on the bend and you go towards Scott's Gap and BOLAM Lake Country Park, and there's your signpost telling you how far it is. So I'll just continue along this road until I get to that bend where it's like a Y junction, and I'll be keeping to the left. Right, so bye for now. Okay, it's 7:49 a.m. in the morning now, and I've got to the bend in the road where you make a decision of which car park you're going to be going to go to BOLAM Lake. So I always keep to the left and go past the west car park, and that's how you continue to go towards HARWOOD Forest. And as you can see on the signpost straight ahead there, Rothbury's 15 miles, Cambo is 6 miles, and Scott's Gap is 5 miles. So you can go straight up and go to that car park there on the top end of the BOLAM Lake, or you can go around the left, continue around the left here, and go past the west, I think it's called the west car park. So that's where I'm going now. Right, so bye for now. Right, after keeping to the left to come towards, and surprised, the barrier gate's shut for some reason or other. My camera just keeps switching off and saying going to auto or lift, flashed and this and that, so it's all kinds going wrong, so it keeps switching off. But I just pulled over here because there's double yellow lines all the way up to stop you parking on the main road. They want you to go into the car parks, obviously. Now, because I'm disabled, I don't pay anyway, so I could drive into there and not have to pay for to go and visit BOLAM Lake. But I'm just going to continue straight on where that Volvo's just gone past us there, and then go right to the top, and then I think it's turn left. So I'll be going towards basically Scott's Gap, and then keeping going from that point on towards HARWOOD Forest. So as you can see, BOLAM Lake Country Park, that's where I'm basically parked, just inside the car park. Right, so I'll bring you back. Bye for now. Okay, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I've done 37 miles, 37 exactly, from South Shields so far. And after passing that sign back there for the Ox Inn pub, you come right to the top of the road where you come to the T junction, where you can make a decision to go back towards Morpeth in the A1. You would turn right and go, it's 10 miles. Heartburn, 2.5 miles. Mitford, 3 miles. But I'm turning left here to go towards Cambo, 1.5 miles, and Scott's Gap, half mile. So I'm turning left, then eventually I'll be going straight down, and then just following the signs for to go towards HARWOOD Forest. But as you can see, the road I'm on is B6343. I've just followed that basically from the west car park of BOLAM Lake, and then you come to the top here at this junction, and like I say, I'll be turning left now to go towards Scott's Gap. So it's the 18th of May, Sunday. It's just gone 8 o'clock, and I'm going to HARWOOD Forest. So I'll bring you back. Bye. Okay, I've just turned right at that last T junction, and I've drove another half a mile along, and now you can see the 30 miles an hour signpost going into Scott's Gap. Now I'll be going straight on at this junction. You can turn right and go up towards Fontburn Reservoir. As you can see, there's a brown sign further down there, about 1,000 yards, pointing up to the right. But I'm not going to Fontburn Reservoir, I'm going to HARWOOD Forest. So I'll basically go straight on here and then take a right later on at the bottom, past the school. Right, so I'll bring you back. Bye for now. Okay, it's 10:48 AM in the morning. I've done 43.7 miles to part where I am now, looking at Redpath Farm in HARWOOD Forest. So now I'm in the car, got the dog in the boot. I'm going to just do a 3-point turn here, turn around, then start driving back out to HARWOOD and take the same road that I took round past the village on my way out to the main road, and start heading back towards Newcastle, and then drop down on the A1 past the Metro Centre, going home. Right, so I'll bring you back. Bye for now. Okay, it's 8:28 AM in the morning, the Sunday morning, the 18th of May 2025. So I've just let the dog out after parking up on the right hand side here, like a little reversing point, so I can turn around and go back when I've finished my walk. It's only going to be a short walk today. I'm going to be walking up there towards Redpath Abandoned Farm, and then I'm going to be taking off a track to the right before I get to it. It's pretty nippy, so I've had to pull up my sweatshirt hood over my head to keep the draft off my ears and face. Right, so I was just recording the journey here, how to get here at each stop and mileage mark and stuff like that, and my camera wouldn't turn on again, so but I've just turned it back on again there after changing batteries back again, so need to charge up the batteries again. But as usual, I've trained the dog well to go into the long grass to do his toilet business, so it's paid off. So as you can see, I'm off the road. There's plenty of room for any vehicle to get past us, but I won't be that long anyway. I'm just going to do this walk. It's just a little walk I've had earmarked for it to do a long time now. So I'll be walking about a mile, then going off to the right to go around the hill that you normally take the pathway over towards Redpath Farm. When I come over from Simonside, after parking in Lordenshaw car park, I come over the top past Spylaw, then I came right across the moor, and then come over towards Fallowlee's farm, bypass Fallowlee's farm, cut through the trees, and then eventually come over to Redpath Abandoned Farm here. That'll be my normal usual walk. Now I'd like to do it again with the dog, but one, as soon as I get outside the grounds of Spylaw cottages, I would have to put him on the leader because there's sheep everywhere on both sides of the path. So I'd have to keep him on the leader and, you know, put up with him dragging us along for quite a few miles. So no thank you. And another problem is, where you come across this pathway to come to Redpath Farm, cutting through, there's 2 turnstiles that you come across, and it's barbed wire fence, and it's tight, the wire you can't get underneath. So I couldn't pick the dog up to put him over the top. So it's just one of these walks that's put us off because of turnstiles, because he's a big heavy dog. I mean, I used to put my arm underneath Corn, but he was just a smaller staffy, not as heavy as him, and I used to lift Corn up and chuck him over the fences, but not so much for this bugger. I would have to do the same, put my right arm underneath his belly and try and pick him up and throw him over. But once again, with being a big heavy dog, once he goes over the fence and lands on his front legs, I'd be frightened in case he damaged his muscles or hurt his leg or somebody hit the other side, because there's all ditches and grooves and stuff. So quite nippy now they're getting out of the car, windy. Now, there's a few places where you can park. There's that one there where I have parked, but I wanted a bit of a walk to give him exercise. It's no good going all the way by car. That's defeating the object of coming out and giving Bay his freedom to go and wander about. I could have come down here and parked in the this access road here, just right against the grass, so any vehicle going into it or coming out of it could just get past us. And there's actually a little bit of a lay-by pretty close to where I'm going. I could have gone further and parked in that, but like I say, the whole point of coming out is to get a bit of exercise for me and the dog walking. Trying to look on Google Earth to see where that track there goes off to. But eventually you go, it looks like it takes it to, there's a couple of houses or something in there, or a building, outbuilding of some sort. And the road sort of like goes along towards it, and then it looks like it goes past it a little bit, but then it looks as if it comes to a dead end. Not quite sure. It's just one of those tracks you'd have to walk and see where it takes you out. Good boy, son, good boy. He's enjoying himself. Good boy, son. Good boy. Oh, yeah, another one. Are you full of shit, son? Are you full of shit? Good boy, son. Right. Oh, there's a section of the road. I noticed a yellow sign. It says this road will be closed on the 20th of May. So 2 days time it's closed. It's a section where you turn right after coming through Scott's Gap at the school. You pass a school, and that's where the yellow sign was. It said this road will be closed 20th of May, and they must be going to resurface it because it's all like loose stones that were bouncing up at the bottom of my car when I was driving along. But it's the one where it takes you to the T-junction, then you turn left to come along towards Harwood. It's that stretch of road there from the school. It's about a mile long. Now, if you wanted to walk through to Chartners, you basically go past Red Platform, you go up a bit, a bank past it, then the first left turn you come off to, if you go along the left, go to the far side, and then turn right, and that takes you to Chartners. So that's if you're walking. So the first left turn you go up, and you come to like a T-junction again, you can turn left and then right and go up to the top and then right and then go along towards Charters, which is over there in the far corner. So I was quite happy I was making little short videos of the directions to come here this morning. Then all of a sudden my camera wouldn't turn on. I thought, oh no, here we go. So took batteries out of my pocket, tried different ones, out, then tried the brand new ones I bought that I had charged up, out, then I took the brand new one out and put one of the old ones in that was working earlier, and it started picking up again. So I've just made that short video again. It's weird. Right, straight ahead we can see that big gate. That's where I think there's a pull-in place there, you can park there. But you can see the road up ahead, it's bending round to the right and then left, and then goes past the Red Platform, the ruins of the building. As you can see, it's quite misty. It'll take ages for the sun to break through. If it does today, it'll be dinner time. But you can hear the wind blowing through the trees. Right, that's open back to my car. Talking about cars, man, I'm bloody sick of having to wash my car constantly. Every day you go out, there's like it's like a thin film of muck that they're spraying on, and you know, it's just pollution in the air and landing on your windscreen. And on top of that, you've got the little buds off the ends of the trees blowing and sticking to your windscreen in your car, and it like puts a thin film of this gooey, like gluey stuff on all over your car. So I had to wash it twice. Right, so the gate, it looks like a gate from back there. It's actually where you go through I think there used to be a cattle grate there, but it's filled in now. But this is the big passing place here where I could have brought the car down to here to get a little bit closer. Now if you look straight ahead in the field to the right of the Redpath farm, that's like one of them old stone like sheepfolds. Now the pathway used to come over the top of the hill and walk past that. Then you get on the road, cross over and go into the grounds of Redpath Farm. This would have been a better place to pull in with a car, because you can get right off the road where those piles of stones are, look. It would have been better to come down here actually as well, because if it starts to, you know what, come down from the skies, I would have been closer to get back to the car in a hurry. So for next time, if I come back and do this again, I'll know to come further down and park in this big turnaround point or reversing point or passing place. He's scratching the ground, look. Now I found out that when dogs do that all the time, they're marking their territory, so that's why they pee on every scent that they've got and sniff every blade of grass where some other dogs peed on, and the pee on top of this. It's like domination. This is my territory, not yours. But that's how they communicate. Good boy, son. Good boy. Good boy. Right. Scratch that grass on. Get a scratch on. Right, he needs to, because his claws are really, it's really strong and thick. So when he jumps up at you, bloody hell, oh. I was sitting on my computer table watching the screen and all. I turned around to look at him, and then all of a sudden he lifted up his paw and he brought it down, scratched my face. I mean, didn't mean to do it, but he was just saying hello. He lifted up his paw, and bloody hell, that hurt. Oh. Right, so when I do my walks, that hill straight ahead, that's where I used to come over, drop down through a single gate, then go past that sheepfold, and then cross over the road when I got onto the road, and then went round the back of the Redpath abandoned farm there, took pictures behind it, and of the old cattle stalls to the right of the building where the animals used to stay when people were living there. As far as I know, I think it was all closed down and boarded up so you couldn't get in there because of asbestos in the roof. Would be ideal for somebody to take that over and redo it out if you wanted a quiet life in the countryside. And you're one of these people that like to live remote. Right, so when I used to come this way, the time I came, they had chopped all the trees down on the top of the hill, and it was just all like tree stumps and bits of the old branches left. And I walked over it with corn. Took me ages to make my way through because the
path had been totally obliterated. But as you can see, there's just no sheep, no horses, no cattle, no people. So it's ideal for me to bring him here and then let him off. I mean, I came here thinking, oh great, it's remote, I'll not see anybody. And one of the last times I came here, I was just walking up around the corner. A jogger came running past us, and then I looked back and there was a bloke walking behind us with bloody 6 dogs off the lead. I went, oh shit, man. That's just my luck. When you come out for to look somewhere where it's quiet, peaceful, nobody around. But there's, I wonder why that marker post is just there against the fence. I cannot see any path from here to go over there or vice versa. So I don't know why it's there. It's got a disc on it as well, so it's an old walkway, pathway. I mean, obviously there's all kinds of paths and tracks come through Harwood Forest because it's all part of St Oswald's Way. Is it St Oswald's or Cuthbert's? I think it's St Oswald's. O-S-W-A-L-D, Oswald. Right, so the track I'm going to be going up along is that one there where those small trees and bushes are against there. It's just like an old grass quad bike track. I'm going to walk along it to see if it's actually easy to get round past all the cut down trees further on. So you can see all those cut down trees on the hill straight ahead, and you've got all those little plastic green sleeves on the bottom of them to stop the animals eating the trees, to give them a chance to grow. So I'm going around there past that, and I'll cross over the little stream at the far side, and then on the right, if you look, there's a wooden bridge goes across the burn, so he can go down and get a drink. Just wanted to come and have a look at this area to see that if I had known about this track, I would have taken that all along instead of going right over the top through the cut down tree stumps and bloody snap of branches and shit, which was a nightmare. What you live and learn. It's all part of coming and going and doing different paths and exploration. Right, so straight ahead you can see there's a gate